What's up, collectors and pop culture fanatics? Welcome back to the channel for another 6-scale review and unboxing. This is the Hot Toys Luke Skywalker Snowspeeder Pilot Edition MMS585. We're going to get this guy out of the box and check it out. So first off, you get the box art on the very front and the sides, the back with all the acknowledgements. This is a very, very sick figure. I actually, complete transparency, I had taken this out already when I was at Comic Exchange in South Knoxville, where I happened to get it. There is going to be a glare on that because I have a ring light in here. It's a little darker. But you can see the art on the Shadow Front 40th edition there, which is very cool. Now, if you go down here, you can see there, you can open it up, and it has a complete piece of plastic in the front where you can view everything. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get this guy out and set him up so you can get a better look at him. Very cool looking. I mean, this is basically just Mark Hamill as a action figure. It's really cool. So you get the side, here's the back, and the other side, which shows the helmet and the magnetic grappling hook type deal. Can't remember exactly what that's called, but it is very cool. So we're going to get this out and check it out. Okay, so we are first going to go through the accessories and everything he comes with because it's easiest that way, due to the fact that the figure has a lot more to it than the accessories do. As you can see, I have laid out here everything except for, let's see, these little bits of hands here that he comes with. There's those 4, 5, and 6 hands that he comes with. These are extras plus what he has on him. And you do get this very cool piece here, which if you install the batteries that are in the box, there's 3 tiny little batteries. Here they are. This comes with the ones that have the light up lightsaber forearms, which essentially you have to take it out from the elbow, and then you install the batteries here, plug it up to the figure, and there should be a switch somewhere. Let's see, where's this one's at? Oh, there it is. Oh, that's a tight spot right there. You can take this off, so you would slide that out, I guess, and there's your on and off switch. It is currently on, so I'm going to switch it off for whenever I do put the batteries in there, which I may or may not do in this review. I'm not exactly sure. We'll just see how long it takes to get all this done. But this is your standard lightsaber. These are not metal. These are plastic. The little D-ring at the bottom is metal. That does hook on to the figure itself, except for this one. You cannot remove the hilt from this arm because it is all connected with wires to light up and everything. So all you have to do is simply pull that blade out, and then you can install it into this lightsaber hilt, I guess. You also do have the, what I like to call the swishy blade, which is just that in that motion where you get the swish, which looks really cool with the lighting on it. So there's your 2 separate blades and your 2 separate hilts. And your forearm light up piece, I'm not exactly sure what this is. To be completely honest, I do not know. It is cool looking though, very detailed. You do get the undercap piece, which I will show you here in a little bit. You do have to remove Skywalker's hair to plug this in, and then once you have this plugged in, you can then put on the helmet, and after you put the helmet on, you do put in the chin strap piece, which does not hook into anything, it just slides in. And you can push up on the visor, and there you go. You have it without the visor down, then you just pull it back down here. Unfortunately, this one that I have now, I'm sure you can see there, when I took it out of the box, I was messing around with it a little bit. The black on the inside lining here that goes on the back of this piece, or excuse me, this would go inside, and then this piece kind of sits around Luke's neck. It just kind of flaked off a little bit. I don't know exactly what that is. It kind of feels like pleather, maybe like a rubbery type material. I'm not exactly sure, but for those of you who plan on getting this figure or do have him, it's very simple how this works. You just put your nail under there, pull up, remove that top piece. This separates completely. The visor does stay on the what would be the right side of the helmet. You can take this little microphone out so it doesn't break, which is very nice because while installing a little bit of this before, not really installing, just kind of playing around with it, this piece right here came out of this, but as you can see, that's kind of expected due to the fact that it is a tiny little bit of an area that has glue in it that is very simply fixed, and it does have a little cutout there for it to slide into, so once I glue this piece back in, I'll be able to slide it right in there. And then once you get all that done, you put it into the helmet, and you put the helmet back together the exact same as you took it apart. So you can just snap this back into place. I would advise keeping the visor out of the way so you don't hit it or anything. Push that there, clamp it back, and then you can put your microphone back in. And the microphone does have a couple of placements where it actually starts to attach, so it's kind of like you can push it further back, you can keep it a little further out, but either which way it is movable, so it's not like super in the way. Next is the blaster, which I was very impressed with. The detail in this is very nice. I do really enjoy when Hot Toys does weapons like this. They do a great job. So if you don't know, this pistol is actually based off of a Luger. I believe it was a World War I or World War II Luger style pistol, and that's pretty much exactly what this is. And Hot Toys does sometimes have mechanics in their weapons, but this one doesn't have any moving parts. And then finally, last but definitely not least, this is a very unique piece that we have not seen before. We've seen the swishy blades and the lightsabers, especially Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. We've seen it a million times. The helmet is cool. We've seen helmets like this, but not this one, so this is nice. The detail in it is very nicely done. I forgot to show around the sides and everything. But it is very nice. This piece was just super impressive to me, how you can pull it apart. Let's see. And do this. Yeah, there we go. So you can pull it apart, then you pull this part out. I'll get it hooked. So there you go. And then the base actually has a bit of magnetic piece on it, so if you want to put it to the wall, you want to put it up this way, you cannot hang the figure from it because it is not that intense of a magnet. But you can definitely make it seem as though he has it hooked to his belt, which you can do with this little piece here in the back. And you can attach it to the base wherever it's like on the ceiling or on the wall, whatever you want to do. And then to put it all back, you simply pull it all the way through, and you have to wrap it around 75,642 times. No, oh, crap. That's what I get for being a smart aleck. You have to basically just keep wrapping it until it's right about to the end of, oh my goodness. I did this when I first did it too. You just kind of have to play with it a little bit. There we go. Okay, so it's in. And like I said, you can hook it to his belt with this little ring right here. It's not a D-ring, it's just like a little clamp. So there's that. And now I am going to show you guys the base that he comes with. It's very cool. You get this white style waist grabber. It is something a little different because we usually get the black ones that are just kind of a slim piece. There's no like actual shapes to it other than just like a big rectangle. This one has little indentions here, very cool. And this base does have some weight to it, so I really enjoy that, and the weight does come from this piece. Now this is just supposed to be like a big chunk of snow that you can put on the side of it, so like that. You can also put it back here without the waist grabber. You get this really cool looking piece here that says, you know, Star Wars, Luke Skywalker. It's got the rebel symbol with a little X-wing. Super neat. And then this is like this one's a vinyl type. Really cool. I don't know why they chose to do that one, but you get your Hoth style. You got Dagobah style, like as if he's wrecked his X-wing. And then you get one that looks like the bottom side of an AT-AT, which I'm pretty sure, let's see, there it is. Okay. So it's only in one area. So right there on the side, you get that little bit of magnetic pull. That looks really cool. So you can, like I said, it's got little pieces that you can put it into the wall. You can use double-sided sticky tape if you'd like. I would recommend not putting it over the writing on the back, but you can put it on the wall and have them kind of going up to the AT-AT, which I think is really cool. And like I said, you do get those two options and the snow option as well. So that is very neat. I am personally just going to go with the snow, and I'm definitely going to put this little extra piece in here just because that's something that we don't often get from Hot Toys. We did get it with the deluxe, I can't remember what MMS number it was, but the deluxe Luke Skywalker that has his indoor gear, and also with indoor Leia, or not indoor, yeah, indoor Leia, sorry. So you get that little bit of grass and trees and all that, so that's cool. So what we're going to do is actually I'm going to go ahead and take those off. Now these do have like a sticker at the bottom, and it's a sticky piece. Now I recommend, if you ever plan on reselling these, which I don't often plan on reselling, I just make sure I'm prepared for the future, I never really take that sticky piece and add it, just because I don't know, it may decrease value as in like an actual used piece now, but once you get that in there, it barely moves, and then once you get this piece on there, it will never move unless you like forcefully push it. So this piece is actually really cool. I like this a lot. I think this will work out extremely well. So I'm going to put all these accessories back, and then I will get the figure out himself. Okay, here we have Mark Hamill, basically himself, standing in front of the camera. This is such a cool figure. Now, I do have the deluxe version of Luke, as I said before, which comes with the indoor stuff and the Return of the Jedi outfit. It's a very, very, very cool looking figure. Now, I didn't bring him out to compare the face sculpt to see if it's the exact same, but this one, I mean, you can see it looks amazing. So one thing that I did notice, and I actually saw this in another review, Justin to be exact, so this does ride up a little high. So once you start adjusting it, it kind of wants to go back to where it does. It's okay though, it doesn't look absurd. I don't mind it much. This is a very like thick, kind of those 90s jackets we all used to have. So let's see if I can get his face in here really well. I don't know if that's coming out blurry or not, but it looks very, very cool. You can see a lot of the detail in this this suit. Now, Hot Toys does usually do a good amount of detail, but weathering is not their forte per se. Here, recently at least, with a lot of figures I've gotten, I feel like some of them should be weathered to some extent, and they're not. So this is very nice to see. Now this thick like winter jacket is very cool. There's not really a lot of weathering on the boots as far as this piece goes, but down here you can see there's some brownish tint to it. I do really like this. It's very cool looking. You know, I just, Hot Toys always amazes me. The belt, the belt is a cool little piece, but I'm not sure. You see, the pouches don't open or anything, which you really don't need them to, and the pistol holster is one of the, you know, like a thin type of, I guess a thin type of pleather, which pleather is good. I don't do leather anyways, so it works out. Let's see if I can get this in here. See how, in real time, how hard this is. Let's see. Okay. Now I guess that's in there. Okay, there are no tricks or treats to it. That's just how it sits in there. That's okay. I mean, that's not perfect just because it doesn't really fit the, I don't know, it's a weird fit. It doesn't look like that pistol belongs in there, but it's fine because that piece is magnetic. You don't have to worry about trying to go in and out of the pleather and all that. So his pouches do move, so if you want to move them around a little bit, you can. I think generally like that one's there-ish, and those stay pretty much to the side. I don't think he has anything directly behind him. There's the Velcro that takes the belt off. So now I'm going to go ahead, well, I'll show you this real quick. This is the little D-ring, and you can hang his hilt from his belt, which I think is a very cool touch. I like that. It does sit a little weird because you have that in the way, but it does go on there, so you know, it has the effect of it just kind of hanging in there. So I'm going to go ahead and put his helmet on and everything, but I am going to show you. This hair just pops off and it's magnetic, so there you go, bald Hamill. Okay, so this is about as good as I can get it. I feel like it looks a little wonky. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's just me. But the helmet is now on. I think it has to do with this thick piece around it. And you can see I left the neck protective plastic on there just because it usually makes me feel a little bit better for the long run. I don't care that it shows through a little bit right there. You really can't tell that much when it's in the shelf. So it doesn't matter to me. Pull his visor down. It's a very difficult piece, like honestly one of the most difficult headpieces I've ever had to mess with through Hot Toys at any 6 scale. It's just very, I don't know, it's weird looking. I think the piece that I left off, the chin piece, probably helps make it look a little bit better. Let's see. Yeah, actually that does look a little bit better, I guess. But yeah, there it is. I think that looks very cool. I think, you know, most of the time I say Hot Toys are worth the money anyways, but this guy looks really neat. I really dig it. Not exactly sure how I'm going to pose him yet, but we'll see. Alright, there you guys have it. This is probably the pose that I'll leave him in because this looks best in my opinion. So thank you guys for watching. It's greatly appreciated. Tune in next time. Next Monday we'll have another video out. And as always, collect what you love.